Say morning outside.
Morning.
Morning. Morning, Zinnias. Oh, so beautiful. Do you see the flowers? They're nice. Oh.
Look.
Oh, so pretty, Curly. Okay, here we go. Yep, let's go feed the chickens. And say good morning, turkeys. Can barely see over my belly. There's some mozzarella sticks nobody ate and all of our veggie scraps. Oh, we had a blushing tomato that has a hole in it. But that's okay. I know, so many tomatoes. Okay, yeah, we know, Wendy. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Look at the marigolds going wild. Oh my gosh. They look so healthy. And our corn. Wow. And our beans. Good morning, Tish. Ah, good morning, lanternfly. Not. Hey, bud. Morning.
Good morning.
Say morning, Gomez.
Hi.
You're so handsome. We're going to go see if we can find any more babies for you, okay? So you could have some friends. Good morning, Tish. Love-o.
My dad.
Yeah. Hi, buddy.
Morning.
Hello. Okay. Oh. I have a ruin that's shedding. Are you getting a green head? Are you a boy? That one. Shedding in the front. Could be mating, but here you go. I gave you some greens earlier. I'll go get that other one later. Here, ducks. One for each of you. Hi, Lux, go eat. Hi. Okay. Morning, Smokey. Oh, big guy. Operation Get It All Done today. We have, yeah, we have some backyard homestead chores to do. Going to get some feed, finishing this paneling. Perhaps setting up a second run, which would mean I need to move turkeys backwards to flat ground, grab those bricks, put them around here, and seed this garden. But we'll see if I can get to that today. We'll see. Oh my gosh. Look at, I had all my plants here and my husband put that fly trap there. Wendy! All right, let's get it all done. Wow, Gomez. Are you giving her the waltz? Showing her how handsome you can be? She knows. She's very tiny, honey. You can't be loving on her, all right?
My dad.
Gomez is very good about that. Alrighty, first run is going to be a few errands. We need to go to Tractor Supply to see if they have
Turkeys.
yeah, some turkeys, believe it or not. And then we need feed, and I'm just gonna do it all there and do some extra soil for that fall garden. I doubt they have broccoli starts, but if they do, that'd be great. I have a feeling that it will be extremely overpriced, but you know, we're only getting a few plants, maybe 4 of them, so we should be fine. We really just blanch broccoli and freeze it, but I find it to be much more cost efficient if I garden them, and that's not always the case, but broccoli, yes. So the rest of the seeds we will start, but usually the brassicas, I like to have something a little bit more maintained, and I'm not going to start any new seeds. So fingers crossed for turkeys, feeds, and good deals, right?
Can we buy them?
Yes, we'll see.
If there's turkeys there.
Yeah, I'd really prefer a heritage breed if you didn't know, not to get into it. But there's heritage breeds and there's meat breeds, like breasted breeds, and a heritage breed would be a little, I guess there would be some more reassurance because there's a lot of abnormalities with the breasted breeds because they're produced for meat, so they have a lot of leg issues, which is what's going on with Tish. So we just want to be proactive, so Gomez always has a mate. If you didn't know, turkeys get extremely stressed out when they're by themselves, so I think it'd be smart to invest in some now, like a week ago. But fingers crossed. 3 kids, feed store, maybe the grocery, maybe the market. We will see. Usually get this. We have some over here, the Dumore. I don't like the Purina.
Should I go in now?
Yep, in a little.
No.
We don't like the Producer's Pride, do we?
Okay.
Boy.
Okay.
Can you sit? My goodness gracious snakes.
I see.
All right. Okay.
Now.
Onto the flowers. Oh, that's a terrible price, but we need them. All right, we are back from our travels. Unfortunately, no turkeys that we could find. They had them on sale for $1. Some lady cleaned them out and bought all 20 of them. So fingers crossed I find one on an auction here today, or well, tomorrow. Let's see. But regardless, if we are going to do the auction, we're going to do a produce auction as well, just because it's in the same place. So I'm trying to eat up our greens. This is my lunch for the day. And then there's some pasta with spinach and potato in here for the kids. We have strawberries. We were going to do watermelon too, but that had gone bad. So I just went out and gave that to the turkeys. They love it. So doing that, and then some more roasted potatoes for me. Sometimes I like to put it on my salad to bulk up if I don't have any meat. But I did bring out some meat to thaw for dinner tonight. My husband has off tomorrow. So does he want to go to a produce and turkey auction with me on his day off? I don't know, but that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. I will probably do that on the other channel just to, I don't know, switch it up. So we're going to have some lunch, and then we're getting back with our reset, our get it all done, have laundry to do. I just have a bunch of stuff. Okay, this is what we're working with. Mount laundry, a bump, swollen legs, but I figured I'd sit down and chat with you while I do some laundry. Okay, I have a helper, and I did want to address this. So I'm trying to answer questions about trying to answer questions about the video, and there were 3 main questions, and one was content, like content creation involving your children, and do I feel bad about that? So that's one. Number 2 is I don't want to do content creation. What is like the most lucrative way that you do at home job? This doesn't make sense. What is the most like way? What's the quickest and fastest way to make money, essentially? And that's what our culture is right now. A lot of people don't want to put the work on. They just want to do quick things that make them money. We'll see what happens. So I am referring to the video previous to this. I got some new followers, so welcome if you're new. Hi. I've been doing this for close to 7 years. I just started this channel when she was born, so actually 6 months before she was born. So 2.5 years I've had this channel, and I stayed pretty consistent up until about 6 months ago. It was just a lot. We were moving across the country. We moved from Colorado to Pennsylvania to be near our family. And a lot went wrong with the house, and then we got pregnant, which is awesome, but bit of a surprise there. So we had to pivot, and I feel like that's great. I think it's a good skill to have, especially in this realm that I'm in, talking about making money from home. So I know this is a get it all done, but I figured, I don't know if people are here for that, they could listen in on that, and maybe I'll put it in the title or something like that. So number 1, the question was like, kids, do you not want to show your kids' faces? Like, of course I want to protect them. There are frightening people out there. The reality of it, the content that I do, I feel like is modest and tasteful. I have kids. I mean, they're home with me, so them being in the background to me is not exposing them, and I know a lot of people have big opinions about that, but I don't use my children for views, and I have a strong opinion about that, about families that do that. But we don't. They just happen to be here. And so yes, I probably won't ever make a piece of content just based on my children. I do have a lot of sponsorships reach out to me that I have to turn down because they want it focused on the child, and it's just not my thing. So if that is your thing, if that's something that you want to do, there's a lot of money to be made in it, to be honest with you. It's just not something I'm into. So yeah, I guess I'm 50-50. I show my children, but I don't use them for the content. They just happen to be in the background, you know. And my son is getting to that age where he's learning about the internet, and he's learning that I have friends that are on the internet. So sometimes he does like talk to all of you. And I've gotten questions about that. Like, does it bother me? No, it really doesn't. But I know that if I made a decision tomorrow to blur their faces out, if I figured out how to do that, which I've contemplated, then I don't think I would lose any followers. Like, people wouldn't be mad at me. There, once again, are some scary people out there. My husband sees it firsthand, and he knows not to really bring it up with me because it's a sensitive subject. So yeah, no, I don't feel bad, but that's just because I don't use them for content. Does that make sense? Okay. Number two, the question that I got was, and going back, like, can I ever not film because of the kids? Absolutely. You will see that I do a lot of voiceovers. You see that I do a lot of sound overs, because the reality of it is some people love hearing kids in the background, but my kids are kids. They're not always happy. And Amelia, I've just discussed before, our third is extremely loud, and we love her to be loud, but if she is throwing a fit, it's not something I'm enabling, first of all, and it's not something that I want the world to hear. I just feel like that's a vulnerable place for a child to be in, and I vowed to myself I would never do that to my child, so I'm very careful about that. And I will say it's something that I've had to work on, but it's when I'm trying to film and talk like this, and like she comes in the shot, you know, that happens, but sometimes she blocks out my face and people can't hear me. It's not all about me. I don't want everyone to see my face all the time, but it's hard if I'm sitting here chatting, or if they're fighting in the background. They're kids, so they're always arguing, you know, my son and my daughter typically, you know, that happens. So it gets very frustrating because I do have a limited time to film, and that kind of leads into the next category, and that is like, what do I film? I don't know what to film. You can be faceless if you want, but I found that, especially with this channel, I can film my everyday and people relate to that, and that's what I wanted. I was seeking that connection. And I'm going to be pretty vulnerable here. When I moved home, I assumed, I had it in my mind that I could just pick up where I was before, with friends, and maybe it was selfish of me to think that. I don't expect people to drop their lives, but it was very challenging, because in a sense this is a little bit more isolating, because I did grow to have friends in Colorado that I left. So now making new friends has never been my strong suit, especially with women. I am just not good at that. Online, you all and I are good pals, but I have such a struggle making friends with women. I just get along with men more. So I don't know, but I don't know where I was going with that. I guess, like, getting back home. Okay, so yeah, I had to even go back and watch myself because I lost my train of thought, but connection is something that I was craving, and I didn't have it. So it was nice to start posting on this channel again, because I realized there's a lot of stay-at-home moms out there that are very similar to my personality, and they want to put the work in, but they don't want to do a lot of what they see online, for various fears, you know. I mean, it's my own self, it's my future self, like looking back on this time, if I wasted it doing this content creation, or what I could have been doing instead, but I need to bring in something. To be completely frank with you, this economy and this move was extremely financially challenging. We have never been on our feet. It's just luck of the draw for me. I wouldn't say like I'm a crazy spender. We live a pretty simple life, but I think a lot of millennials can relate to this. The economy is just garbage, and it's really difficult to own a home and have a family and do the things that we're doing. So yeah, with that being said, I would film what you're comfortable with filming. I see like a lot of content creators out there that do very curated content, and if that works for you, that works for you. I follow a variety of people, so honestly, you can do that. But with that being said, a lot of people don't want to do content creation. And then the third thing on this list was what makes me the most. And I'm gonna be real with you, it's going to be affiliate sales, specifically with Amazon. And it's Amazon review videos. It is something. Hi, bud. I wanted to know if iguanas can turn any color. So if anyone knows the answer to that, I think some varieties can, not just chameleons, but you never know. What I was saying was Amazon review videos, and that's something you have to apply for. I would suggest looking into that. I'm not the best person to ask about that. You get 3 tries, and I failed 2 times getting in, and then I got it on the 3rd try, which was nice. But my thing is with Amazon review videos. So like I said in the previous video, of Amazon review video are videos that you watch before you purchase something on Amazon, and say you like that video and you're like, yep, I'm gonna buy it, and you buy it right there. Or let's try again, because I do lose my train of thought. I think that's why I get a bit frustrated. She's so cute though, you can't get too frustrated. Anyways, what was I saying? Amazon review videos, if someone buys through that, okay, see ya. She gets frustrated because she can't open the door, so she might be pounding on it soon. It may be foreshadowing here, but anyways, if someone buys that product, or if they navigate to something else and buy that product, then you get a commission from it. It can be a very small commission, but there's a lot of things in your own home. If you're anything like me, and we live pretty minimalistically, I mean, it could be this laundry basket. I've reviewed toilet paper before. I have reviewed my fingernails, my hair tie, literally anything. All you have to do is take a photo of it and then upload it in your Amazon app, because you can search things on Amazon from a photo. And if that comes in, it doesn't have to be the same brand. It could be something very similar to it. It has to be the product. It can't be like you're uploading toothpaste and it's actually lipstick or something like that. But if there's a lot in your home that you can start reviewing with. You don't have to purchase anything up front. I will say this, I have seen a lot of successful creators do this, and a lot of them purchase something up front, say like a $2,000 gazebo. Do I have the money to do that? 1,000% no. But if you have a strong enough following and you know that that product is going to be a predicted sale, then it will make money for you. And that's the best thing about the program. It continues to make money, and Amazon pushes it out. You don't have to post it to your social media, but I strongly recommend you do, because you could also make affiliate sales from there. So you're literally taking one product. Say we're taking that toilet paper, and I say, I love this Scott's toilet paper because it's great for my plumbing, and I live on a well system, but I'm hooked up to city sewer. It's about a minute of you chatting about this product, this toilet paper. Then you upload it and someone buys it through that link. Awesome. 15% commission for you there. And then you have no shame, and you go on your Instagram and say, hey, I was having plumbing issues and I used this Scott's toilet paper. I think you should buy it. And you link it on your Instagram if you have a following, or your YouTube, or your Facebook, or your TikTok, and people follow that link and buy the toilet paper, because there's someone out there having the same plumbing problems as you. You can make money that way. So you're taking one product that you're already purchasing, that you already have, and you continue to use it. And I have found that that is time effective for me, but I've also found that it has some sneaky surprises. You know, it could make 20 bucks a month, but then someone could go all out and buy like 20 cases of that toilet paper, and boom, you get 75 bucks in your pocket or something like that. I don't know. But it connects to number 2 of what we were talking about content creation, because it really unlocks the products that you can get. So oftentimes I will get generators on the other channel. That's a big one in the self-sufficiency preparedness world. And I just take, I use generators all the time, and I love having them, and I make an honest review about them. I have a bunch of them. And then I just take a screen recording of my YouTube video and I cut it in iMovie. I don't use Final Cut Pro. I had it and I didn't like it, so I use iMovie. I'm not doing anything cinematically amazing over here. I'm just using the free stuff. You can use whatever you want. iMovie was easy for me to learn. So I take a screen recording, I cut it down to a minute. For me, Amazon review videos do best if I'm filming them horizontally and not vertically, but you could do either or. Sometimes I upload both. And then I just upload that. You can upload 10 videos a day. And I have found that it is the most lucrative way to make money fast. You don't see that money for 2 months, but it continues. You know, you just keep earning revenue. I have backed off of it for a little bit just because I got overwhelmed and forgot. And I haven't run out of products, and it's great because I have family. So I asked my mom, I've asked, just about everyone, can I come to your house and review some of your products? And I asked them to tell me about it before I just go and review something faulty, but if you want to do that, you can. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying I like to see if the product actually works. And the great thing about it is you can give an honest review. You can say this product is garbage, and Amazon will still push it out. The company has nothing to do with that part of it. So I do like that. I think that's all I wanted to say about that. If you're interested in getting involved with that, I'm not affiliated with Amazon in any way to market that program. This is just my experience. So I can't coach you through it. You just look into how there's so many like Reddit feeds, and there are people selling courses that can guarantee that can get you in. But honestly, I'm not tech savvy at all, and I learned how to do it. So you can do it. I have faith in you. All you need is an active social media account. And when I say that, I don't even mean that you need to be posting every day. It's really engaging, and pop a few stories, every now and again. It doesn't have to be original thoughts. It could be you sharing something. They just want to check in to see if you actually have an account that you utilize. So yeah. Again, it's a tricky business. It's something that I've had to learn over the years, and it's always evolving. So I know what works for my community, and I will say, unfortunately, I know what could make something go viral. I've done it before on accident, and then I've done it before on purpose, and I don't like doing it on purpose. But for instance, I have a reel on Instagram right now that I've cross-posted everywhere, and it does the same thing, and it's about me and a mullein plant. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me hug a mullein plant, and last year it got like 2 million views, and people were angry. I had to cut the comments because it was a debate about an invasive species and how it suffocates other species. There were herbalists defending me, saying that it's great for, just about everything, which that's where I'm on the side of. And people were angry, and people kept sharing it and commenting it, and it got engagement. And I think that's part of it. But, Meta, Instagram, they love a good I don't know, debate. So they're going to push that stuff out. And the quote, the text on the screen was, I use this plant so I don't have to use the penicillin on my children. And I was referring to penicillin because antibiotics can really mess with you. But now I've learned that I can't deal with that hate and negativity. I hate being called names, and I hate people assuming things about me just because I post what I post. I'm through and through not neutral, but I am anti-government. I am anti-government anything, really. If they're funding it, I don't trust it. And I've been pretty clear about that. And it doesn't matter what political side you're on. I don't trust any of them. So I don't know. This isn't the time to get into that debate, but I don't like that people assumed a lot about me. So I did an experiment literally a year later. It happened last week. I uploaded the same video. I stripped the text from the video, and I do that on a website called Snap Insta. So I just copy the link of the video and then I upload it to Snap Insta, and it will take watermarks off, text, audio, and then I have just a clean video that I can reuse. So that's what I did. And I said, I use this for this, this, and this. And then I typed in the caption, the benefits of mullein. And again, right now it's at like 28K views. It's gained me over 100 followers, which is awesome. I'm not really into a follower account, but it does help if I'm pitching to a brand to show them followers versus engagement and things like that. But anyways, it got me a bunch of followers, and then again, it got me so much negativity saying it's usually like people in the scientific community, a lot of biologists telling me how horrible mullein is. And I said to my husband, I'm like, what is it about this picture, this video of me hugging mullein? And then I tried it on YouTube, same thing. People get really heated about it. So yeah, there are ways to push out your content to create controversy, and it's honestly called like rage bait. But if that's the way, if you have thick skin and that's the way you want to do it, that's the way to grow an audience, unfortunately. So I don't do that. I accidentally did it, like I said before. And then one time I was just so angry at the world, I did rage bait, and it didn't make me feel good. And I still think about it. Obviously, this was like 2 years ago. So with that being said, there are ways to have positive content creation for those of you that aren't wanting to do it and to get into that Amazon program. You don't have to have that controversial wherever you are, Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. So I hope that answers some of those questions. Those were the main ones that were coming from that video. That video is doing awesome. So if you're new here, thank you for subscribing. I got a few thumbs down. You have to learn to get over the thumbs down because it is engagement. People will thumbs down anything they can. I'm not going to get into that either. I personally don't do it unless something horrible is happening in the video. But if I disagree with something on the internet, I move on with my life. And that's something that's been really challenging for everybody in the world. But there are ways to, you can filter it. You can turn your comments off entirely. But just know that that will hurt your engagement. And you need that engagement to grow. And you need that engagement to pitch to brands, which is my end goal with things. My personal Instagram, Tory Patton, I love sharing everyday life. And again, my kids pop up in it quite a bit, but that's not, it's not something I can prevent right now. So I think that's all I wanted to say about it. I got through a little bit of Mount Laundry here, and I think I'm going to take it easy today, and then hopefully my husband can carry those bags out to the garden to get those seeds in. But we got a lot of quick germination garden plants and things like that. If you're new here, we have a tiny backyard homestead. I still call myself a homesteader because we produce food for our family, and I think that's important, and it's a great skill to have. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna get this laundry done. I'm hoping this is motivational / really ties into the last video, and answers some questions. So I'm going to have it as, my title is going to be like a get it all done weekend reset, answering some questions. And I am going to do a YouTube specific video that was requested. I absolutely will do it. I will tell you everything I need to know. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want this to be attainable for people, because, you know, you can jump into it like I did, but in order to be like semi-successful with this, you should know some things before you jump in so you don't waste time. You know, if you're a stay-at-home mom like me, or maybe you just don't have time, I don't want you to waste it, because I haven't found anybody that's given this information for free. So I hope you have fun today and get a chance to sit down, listen to me chat. I love hearing that some of you don't mind that, because yeah, some people complain about the way I talk. Someone said that I sound like Kourtney Kardashian. I had to listen to her talk. I'm not really into the Kardashians, but it's cool if you are. I don't think I'm monotone. I just have a lot of thoughts in my head that I don't get to get out often. I know a lot of moms can relate, especially if you're kind of isolated like I am currently. And, you know, it's hard to organize them. So yeah, I always get comments about that, or I sound sad, or I'm complaining. I'm not. Maybe it's just the tone of my voice. So not monotone, but whatever. So I'm gonna get this done. Stop chatting your ear off, and then we will get back into our day. Again, if you have more questions, just type them out and I can answer in a video. It's just so much easier for me to do that than type it out, because I've been really bad with comments lately, and I apologize. It literally keeps me up at night that I can't get back to some of them in a timely manner. But yes, okay. Getting on with the laundry. Okay, I feel like 3 hours later, Mount Laundry is done. So my laundry, new baby's laundry, I don't know, girls' laundry, Wilder's laundry, but I just thought about something. That's how my personality is. I can sit here and stew on something. I was listening to Elsa and Baron. If you don't follow them, I think it's Elsa and Baron, but they lived in a scamp in Colorado. Backstory, she just had her first baby and she went through her C-section experience, which I actually wanted to go through my birth experiences one by one. So that will be coming up here soon. So that kind of gave me the bravery to do it and kind of speak up and speak my heart. Me just because I feel very similar in personality to Elsa. So anyways, I mentioned on here when I was talking a little bit ago that I'm giving this information for free, and I'm not, it made me cringe to say that out loud. I'm not saying that for you to be like, oh, you're such a great person. No, I'm saying that just because, I mean, it's true. I haven't seen a lot of this info for free, and maybe I am dumb for giving it out, but there are a lot of good people out there giving courses that are very organized and that could really help you out. So I'm not hating on those people, because I learn a lot from those people without buying their courses, and I would love to support them, but the fact of the matter is I just don't have the money up front to do that. A lot of people don't, so hopefully that's what I was trying to say. I don't know, it just gave me the ick hearing myself say that, so I wanted to correct myself that this information is never going to be in like a PDF form from me. At least it's not going to be organized. It's just going to be me speaking from the heart, and I'm going to try my best to organize this for you, because I want people to be able to do this. You know, and I'm talking to everyone, but I'm also talking to stay-at-home moms, or moms or partners that have a partner that have this wild schedule that I'm so thankful for. But given a choice, if I made a ridiculous amount of money and it could get my husband off the streets because he's in law enforcement, then I'd do it in a heartbeat. I would love if he had, this is going to be hard, a different career. I don't want to necessarily bring him home, because I know having a job brings him joy. He likes that. I mean, I liked my job for a little bit there, but my job as a mother is more important to me right now. But yeah, I would do anything to bring him home, because, I mean, maybe it's selfish, but like my constant anxiety, my brother's in law enforcement too. My constant anxiety is you know, are they going to come home? And I think, especially with this day and age, it's just very tricky to send him in, you know, knowing that he could get ambushed or he could get taken advantage of. I trust his training and I trust his judgment, but at the same time, there are really evil people in the world that wouldn't bat an eye just because of their hatred for his occupation. So I didn't mean to go into all of that, but yeah, I don't know. I did want to say that there is like a motivation behind there's a why behind all of this. So if that is your why and you have the drive to do it, then just know that you can get this done. It just may take some work. Some people are able to go viral and this just happens overnight, but some of us, like myself, I think I'm a great example. I've been doing this for so long and I've seen return in the fact of connection with all of you and, you know, products here and there and great sponsorships. But, you know, there are weeks where we're like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Because it feels like the weight of the world is on you. So, yeah. Okay. I was getting too sad. So here is my messy kitchen. Here's part of the reality of doing what I do, at least for my personality. And that is, letting things accumulate. I feel like I'm not in this like dysfunction, but there's a lot. Like this happened within the last 5 minutes. So I'm gonna just reset the room and not film it because this video is getting lengthy and I don't want you to click off. But anyways, yeah. So I need to get this going. I need to get this situation going. My husband comes home and, you know, eats whatever apparently. Yeah, okay. I need to get this situated. Okay, much better. I did a quick sweep. I did not mop, did the dishes, so that's good to go. I did put a timer for a half hour just so I can get back into momming. But over here, it's good. Good. A random Pokemon card. Got that part cleaned up. Only other thing I didn't do yet is the living room. Just trying to reset like piles of junk for no reason. Drives me crazy. Delilah has me doing dishes from her toy kitchen now. So goodness. Oh yeah? Oh, not yet. But I'm about to make myself some. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm about to make myself some electrolytes. I got this from Just Ingredients. I will link my code, and this is like what I was talking about in the video. This is a product that I already use, and you can just like sign up for their affiliate program. Often you really don't need a following, you just need to upload content. So I got some of their samples for my husband. French vanilla, chocolate, creamy peanut butter. Bought this all with my own money. So you might have to invest, but I mean, I was already drinking these to begin with. I'm going to do the Blue Hawaiian electrolytes, and then I got my husband pre-workouts. He does like energy drinks before his workouts, and I would prefer he didn't. So yeah, we got orange pineapple, raspberry lemonade, fruit punch, French vanilla, chocolate, creamy peanut butter, and then strawberry limeade, tropical paradise, and raspberry lemonade pre-workout. So that should be interesting. The kids always display their art here for him when he gets home, but I'm just gonna mix this up. I got an ice water from Starbucks today with my iced tea, and I'm gonna mix that in there. I'm hoping it's not too salty. I can't remember if it is or not, but everything else is going good. So I think I'm going to close it out here in a hope that this won't be too long. Alrighty, yes. So I hope today was helpful. Just remember to be as authentic as possible, at least if you have the personality that I do. And if you want to be a completely different person, it's the internet. So you really can do whatever you want with this. Never hesitate, like I did in the beginning, thinking of how someone's going to interpret you, because honestly, I could say the most positive thing and someone's interpretation of me can just be negative, or they'll take the thing that I say and twist it so many different ways. And I feel like that was my hesitation for so long. And I feel like it really does contribute to the way I talk, because I haven't always talked like this. You know, I was, I guess, a confident speaker, but being online makes me stagger and kind of not get to the point. So hoping for me, these videos, these talking head videos really do help someone else, but they also are helping me to like practice talking again. I know that sounds so strange, but I'm trying to, again, be authentic as possible. So just checking out the kids in here, seeing what they're doing. But yeah, the house is clean. Husband's coming home and we are just going to call it good on the weekend reset because I feel like we got a lot accomplished. So hope you're well wherever you are, and I will catch you soon. Again, any questions you have, I'm an open book. Just let them in the comments and I will answer in an upcoming video. So, all right, see you later.